Saludos seguidores de Lucha Libre Online. Y estoy aquí con una de las leyendas más grandes de la lucha libre, the Wrestling Machine, our Olympic hero, Kurt Angle. Kurt, thank you so much for being here with us. It is an honor and a pleasure to be able to sit down with you here today.
Thank you.
How are you feeling today?
I'm doing great. This is a great event, WrestleCon. Everybody's getting ready for WrestleMania. It's a huge weekend, the biggest weekend of the year.
That's great to hear. So I have a couple of questions here. So our Latin American fans, we all love you. You're our Olympic hero. It's damn true. You know what I mean? So now that you see the return of Austin, do you think that the expectations for Austin is gonna be okay? You think that he's ready?
I think he's as ready as he'll ever be. I think he got his career taken away from him too early, and I don't blame him for coming back. I know that he's ready for this, and he's been preparing for it for a long time. He's been on a great diet and a great workout regimen the last few years, so I'm not surprised that he returned. I am surprised it took him this long, though. Yeah.
So now that you see the way Austin is going to come back and do, we still don't know what he's going to be doing as a match or the Kevin Owens show or whatever's going to happen. With your retirement match with Baron Corbin, do you feel like, are you content and okay with the way you were able to retire, or you feel like the Wrestling Machine could have done more?
Oh, the Wrestling Machine could have definitely done more. It was a tough situation for me because when I came back to WWE, I was expected to wrestle first, be the GM second, and be inducted into the Hall of Fame last. They did it the opposite. I was inducted to the Hall of Fame first, did the GM role second, and wrestled last. And what happened was I became inactive when I got inducted to the Hall of Fame, became the GM, didn't train anymore. I wasn't able to be in the ring anymore, and I gained weight and I got injured. I injured my leg when I came back to wrestle, and I wasn't able to be the real Kurt Angle that I was in the past. Yeah.
So I have a question it's gonna be a real left field for you. Mm-hmm. One of my favorite movies ever is Warrior.
Yeah.
Love that movie. You're in that movie, and you're basically a Russian version of the Wrestling Machine. Yes. How was that experience working it for that movie and just being basically not really acting, but just being the Wrestling Machine Kurt Angle, but like in a UFC type MMA fight?
It was a cool role. I was really happy to get it. The movie was incredible. It went up for 2 Academy Award nominations, and to be a part of that film was awesome. I love playing Koba. They had a speaking role for me, and I had to learn Russian, and I'm not sure why they took those speaking roles out, but I think they wanted Koba to be quiet and not say anything. I think they felt I was more imposing that way, so they decided to take the verbiage out of the film, but I was still happy. I was really excited to be a part of it. Koba is part of me. That's who I am, and that's who I represented.
Like, you could have been the MMA version of Ivan Drago, man, and they dropped the ball, right?
Yes.
Well, I have one last question, because I was able to have an interview with Bret the Hitman Hart, and I know how you speak so highly of Bret Hart and his career, right? Yeah. What do you think would have happened with the Wrestling Machine 2006 against Bret Hart 96-97?
Oh, man, that would have been
a WrestleMania moment that probably we missed out on, but imagine that. What do you think would have happened?
I think it would have been the greatest wrestling match of all time. I have a lot of respect for Bret Hart. I think technically he is the greatest of all time, and what he's been able to do for the sport of wrestling is nothing short of amazing. I tried to get him in the ring in 2002. I think it was WrestleMania 18. And I understand why he turned it down. He had the concussion, he had the stroke, and I don't think he wanted to get in the ring with me in my prime when he wasn't in his prime. He knew he wasn't going to be able to put on the Bret Hart performance that fans expected. So he turned it down, unfortunately, and I don't blame him for that.
That's okay. So now, there was a couple of weeks ago, actually, it came out that you were on the Jericho podcast.
Yeah.
Right? And you said that Shawn wasn't the GOAT, that you were the GOAT, that Jericho was the GOAT. When you said that, in what aspect did you actually mean that for you, Jericho? Was it because of his longevity and the way he's changed his style throughout 30 years? What was behind that?
what he's been able to do with his characters, changing and innovating himself, and being able to be as effective as he is in the business this late in his career at 51, 52 years of age, and being in the business for over 30 years, he put in a lot of time and a lot of effort. He's very talented. So I put him up there with Shawn Michaels, but now, after being in AEW and doing the things he's doing now, incredible. He has to be the greatest of all time, especially the amount of years he put in.
Well, Cole, before we leave, what is Kurt up to today? And let us know where we can see Kurt Angle other than the Kurt Angle podcast that you have at ad-free shows, and all the things that Kurt Angle's going to be working on and towards the future for Kurt Angle.
Well, I do have the podcast, The Kurt Angle Show, and I have a supplement company called Physically Fit Nutrition. Go to physicallyfit.com, order our chicken snacks. You're going to love them. Incredible flavors, high protein, low carbohydrate. That's pretty much taking up my time and spending time with my family, my wife and kids, which I wasn't able to during my career. Now I get to spend time with them.
Kurt, thank you very much for being here with us. It is an honor and a blessing to be able to speak with you.
I appreciate it.
Mike Dagger, Kurt Angle for Lucha Libre Online. Dagger out.